Guns fired in broad daylight. And in the middle of the night, bullets flying over slums. Everyday violence in Rio de Janeiro that's filmed by people on the spot and shared by thousands on Where is the Shootout? The app was created by physics teacher MARCELO Batista and 3 friends.
Our aim is to help people avoid being in the wrong place at the wrong time by informing them what parts of the city are dangerous.
But President Jair Bolsonaro says the best way of reducing crime in Brazil is to arm more people. He's just taken measures to make weapons and ammunition more widely available in a country that has one of the world's largest number of homicides. It's a promise he made to his voters, but one that has sparked outrage among gun control campaigners. They say Brazil has weak gun control policies, and dismantling them will make violence worse.
But it's not only that. It's that also President Bolsonaro is, in a sense, copying a lot of the rhetoric of former President Trump when it comes to incite his more loyal supporters, that in the case of Brazil are also these categories that this decrease benefit, the gun owners, collectors, shooters, hunters, to actually be on his side in case, for example, there is an election fraud in Brazil in 2022.
Bolsonaro has been and still is loyal to Trump. He has not condemned the attack by the former U.S. president's supporters on Capitol Hill in January. And many here fear the same could happen in Brazil in 2 years if Bolsonaro is not reelected. They recall Bolsonaro's words at a cabinet meeting last April.
Bolsonaro said Brazilians should be armed in order not to be enslaved. He used a political narrative to tell people they should rebel if a mayor or governor decides there should be a lockdown to control the spreading of the coronavirus.
ARON NELLY owns a shooting club and imports weapons. He is one of Bolsonaro's supporters who say human rights groups are exaggerating.
Is Brazil the country with the highest number of homicides? Probably. But how many of these crimes were committed with legally registered firearms? Do we have a record number of police killings? Maybe. But we also have a record number of dead policemen. If many are killed and many are dead, well, that means it's war.
Nelly says Bolsonaro is only defending people's right to bear arms and protect their property and families. Since Bolsonaro's election 2 years ago, the number of registered weapons has increased by 91%. Marcelo Batista is a teacher in the poor neighborhoods of Rio de Janeiro. He's been a victim of violence and has seen children abandon school to take up arms and follow the local drug lord.
The only solution is to invest in education and equal opportunities. While there is inequality, there is no way out except dodging stray bullets.
Brazil appears increasingly divided, with no common ground between those who believe guns will reduce violence and those who fear it will put democracy at risk. Yanakiew, Al Jazeera, Rio de Janeiro.